Following President Biden's participation in the World Climate Summit, where he and 40 other leaders vowed to slash greenhouse emissions by 2030, West Virginia's Republican Senator Shelley Moore Capito is also calling on environmental justice. But for the state of West Virginia, 13 News reporter Larissa Casillas joins us to explain. Larissa?
Well, just this week, Capito took her concerns on Biden's climate change agenda to the EPA's newly appointed secretary and told him she thought it was federal overreach and that more regulations could hurt the state of West Virginia. But not everyone in West Virginia agrees with her stance.
I fear that the Biden administration intends to double down on its regulation of the American energy sector while letting China take our place as a global energy leader.
Shelley Moore Capito is not the only Republican on Capitol Hill who feels this way about President Biden's infrastructure plan and his climate change policies. Capito represents a state that has been hit hardest by the declining coal industry.
The decline of the coal industry has cost West Virginia 15,000 jobs and $3.5 billion in direct economic impact. Economic decline has left behind a cycle of drug abuse, poverty, despair, and health implications.
As a ranking member of the Senate Environment and Public Works Committee, she asked EPA Secretary Michael Regan to rethink the term environmental justice.
Environmental justice for West Virginia means recognizing that some regulations can harm communities.
Environmentalists in West Virginia have been saying for years that it's time to invest in climate change action.
It's the typical environment versus jobs narrative that we think is really well addressed in President Biden's new infrastructure plan.
Linda Frame is the president of the West Virginia Environmental Council. She says there is billions of dollars in President Biden's infrastructure plan to clean up oil and gas wells left behind, as well as plugging mines.
When you read her message in its entirety, it was more about environmental justice for the coal industry.
Less justice for industry and more justice for the coal communities, she says.
Because really what's happening is the coal industry is leaving a legacy of its dirty industry behind.
In the studio, Larissa Casillas, 13 News, working for you.